Dhritir drishtir matir dakshyam swakarmasu nasidati. All of them have worshipped Hanuman. Satai sampujita pujyaihi. Pujya. Puja means a person who is worshipable. And that adjective is being applied to Hanuman. Kapihi sampujitaha pujyaihi sataihi kapihi taihi pujyaihi. Worshipable, the beings who are worshipping Hanuman themselves are worshipable. And Hanuman is worshipable by all those beings. What amazing way that shloka is constructed. Pannagashanavate kapihi. Hanuman is flying. He is reaching the end of the 100 yojanas flight. He is seeing the land form of the island, which is Lanka. Dvipam. Dvipam means island. Dadarsha, already seeing large forests from far. He is able to see. He is able to see mountains. Malayo pavanani cha sagaram sagaranupam. Sagara nupujandrumane sagarasya cha patninam mukhanyapi bilokayanne. Rivers flow into the ocean. So when they come close to the place where they meet the ocean, in the Arabic culture, they say that the river gets scared of going to the ocean. ऐसे कुछ बोलते हैं. हमारे इसमें ऐसा नहीं है. The river is so happy because the river considers the ocean to be her husband. And just like an affectionate wife would go to embrace her husband, similarly, the river is going quickly towards the ocean. I say that is how we view it. Sagarasya cha patnina mukhanyapi bilokayanne. So you can see Sagarasya patni means river. That river is entering the ocean. Hanuman can see that. The Vyakhyanakartas give beautiful meaning to this. It is a natural scenery that is being described. Hanuman is seeing the part of Lanka before he is landing, completing his flight. So some rivers are entering the ocean. The Vyakhyakartas say that when a Mahan comes to your house, the Sumangalis, the married women of that house, they do an arati and they invite the Mahan into the home. Lanka, the island, is offering that worship. It is considered great good omen if a Sumangali invites the Mahan into that house. And here in Lanka, Sagarapatni, the rivers are rushing out, of course, to merge with the ocean, but also to welcome Hanuman. Sagarasya cha patnina mukhanyapi vilokayanne. Hanuman is thinking, if I keep continuing in this large form, Rakshasas will notice me very easily. Mama drishtvaiva rakshasaha. And immediately they will come to fight. Mai kautuhalam kuryuhu iti mene mahakapihi. Kuryuhu plus iti became kuryuriti. Mai kautuhalam kuryuhu iti mene mahakapihi. So he made his form small. Tata sariram sankshipya. Sankshipya, he made his body small. Some of the Vyakhyanas, they really go deep and touch your heart, touch your insides. Puna prakratima pede vita moha yuvatmavani. There was a saint, Vita moha yuvatmavani. The Vyakhyana says there was a saint. That saint was doing some Parayanam, some worship. And one day, by God's grace, by Guru's grace, achieved divine knowledge. The moha of samsara was removed. Vita moha. At that time, the person did not consider the physical body to be himself, gave up that physical body, which is 5 feet, 6 feet, whatever size, and became himself, which is the animation that is in the body. Similarly, Hanuman gave up the big form and became small. Tadrupam ati sankshipya. Another amazing darshan. Everybody knows Vamana Avatara. Bali offered 3 steps. Bhagavan became huge. 1 step he covered the Bhuloka and all the lokas below. With another step he covered all the lokas above. Padam Tritiyam. He asked, Bali said, place the 3rd step on my head. Bali Prahlada's grandson. So after that blessing, Trin Kramaniva Vikramya Bali Virya Haro Harihi. Bhagavan Vishnu is also called Hari. Hari also means monkey. Here it is Hanuman. So beautiful play on words. Bali Virya Hara. He removed the pride of Emperor Bali. That Hari then became small. He was Trivikrama, then he became small so that he can continue talking to Prahlada and to Bali. Similarly here, Tad Rupam Ati Sankshipya Hanuman Prakrita Ustita Trin Kramaniva Vikramya Balivirya Haro Harihi Sacharu Nana Vidha Rupadhari. I have to say thanks. All of you know all these things so well. You have heard Ramayanam so many times. You have heard Sundarakanda so many times. You're just being nice, giving me the opportunity to revisit these shlokas and say what is coming in my, what I remember, what comes to my mind, comes to my mouth. Sacharu nana vidha rupadhari param samasadhya samudratiram. Every darshanam of Hanuman is beautiful. Charu means beautiful. Charu. Nana vidha. He has assumed so many different forms. When he was chanting Ramanama by the side, when Jambavan came and told him, then as he was going up the mountain, then how he became so big, looking like a mountain on top of the mountain. How he is talking to everybody, how he is jumping across, how he sees Mainaka, how he became bigger and bigger with Surasa, how he became small, Simhika, and now how he has become a normal size of a Vanara as he is landing on one of the peaks in Lanka. Sacharu Nana Vidha Rupadhari. Few years ago, Brahma Sabha, we sponsored Lokakshemartha Sundarakanda. People read hundreds of times Sundarakanda and Hariji spoke. In that, he had very beautiful thoughts on this Sacharu Nana Vidha Rupadhari. He said Premierna would speak about the different forms of Hanuman. Most famous is Bhakta Hanuman. The temple also we know, no? Sri Bhakta Anjaneya. So, Bhakta Hanuman, he has his hand in Anjali. Yoga Hanuman, he is in meditation. Veera Hanuman, he has got one hand on his waist and the other, for devotees, it is Abhaya Mudra. For the Rakshasas, it is ready to thrash them. Veera Hanuman. Sanjeevi Hanuman, everybody knows. Very famous. Sacharu Nana Vidha Rupadhari. And Hariji had one other beautiful explanation. He said in some temples, the Hanuman is huge. 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. In some temples in South India, he is so big that they don't have a temple structure around the Hanuman. Hanuman is open to the elements. There are some Hanumans like that. Some Hanumans are inside. Some Hanumans are inside the temple. Some Hanumans are in Vigraha form. If you go to the temple town of Madurai, Meenakshi Amman temple is there. In that temple, there is one temple pillar. In that pillar, there is a Hanuman. And that Hanuman has got Sanidhya. Every year he grows a little bit. Our grandparents who have seen, they have said, oh, this Hanuman used to be so, this size, so small. Ek bit bhi nahi tha. Abhi dekho kitna bada ho gaya. It's a stump. In one pillar, Hanuman can appear. Forget that. In somebody's home, वो पूजा का टाइम घंटी बजाते हैं ना, they have a bell, mani adipalya. That mani has a Hanuman. So the person doing puja suddenly finds Hanuman Sanidhyam there. He does puja to the mani. Sachar. Nana vidha roopadhari. Parairashakya. Cannot be shaken by anybody else. He landed on a peak called Lamba. Tatassa Lambasya Gire Samruddhe. Mahatma. This Mahatma Hanuman has landed. What a blessing for Lanka. He has finished his journey. Kapistu tasmin nipapata parvate vidhuya rupam vyathayanne mrigadvijane. As he is landing, all the birds and all the animals are looking. Who is this coming to our territory? Sasagaram, this huge ocean, he has crossed so easily. Vikramya balena mahormimalinam nipatya tire cha mahodadestada tadarshalankam amaravati miva. Having crossed the ocean, Hanuman is looking at Lanka. With that, the first chapter, Hanumatah Samudra Taranam, that chapter ends. Beautiful reading. People who have reached a certain age in the Indian system, we have Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Very few people qualify for Sannyasa. But everybody at some point or the other, if they live that long, become 60 years old, then the smart thing to do is to enter Vanaprastha. When you're 60 years old, then people who are followers of Ramayana, people who are followers of Sundarakandam, what they do is, of course, they have many Parayanams, they have many pujas, they do yoga, they do many things. But in addition, they do Parayanam of the first chapter of Sundarakanda, which we have finished, Hanuman crossing the ocean. They read that every day. Many blessings are there. But the special blessing in chapter 1 is Hanuman is crossing the ocean going to Lanka. The people who read it, they are blessed with easy crossing of Samsara Sagara. People who follow Bhagavatam, many of you know this shloka. Gokarna has said, Evam suto, Gokarna said, Dehesti mamsa rudhire abhimatim tyajatvam Jaya sutadishu sada mamatam vimuncha Pashya nisham jagadidam kshana bhanganishtam Vairagya raga rasiko bhava bhakti nishtah Dharmam bhajasva satatam tyaja loka dharman Sevasva sadhu purushanjahi kamatrushnam Anyasya dosha guna chintanam ashu muktva Seva katha rasamaho nitaram pibatvam. In the Bhagavata Mahatmya, Gokarna is advising his father. His father has turned 60. He says, spend your time now in Sevasva Sadhu Purushan. Be in Satsanga. Offer some service. Seva Katha Rasamaho Nitaram Pibatvam. Katha. Listen to some Katha. In Ambarish Charitram it says, no, Achyuta Sat Kathodaye. Listen to the stories of the divine avatars. Listen to the stories of beautiful devotees offering worship. In that Bhagavata Mahatmya. The shloka ends by saying, Evam sutokti vashatopi graham vihaya yato manam stiramatihi gata shashti varshah yukto hareranudhinam parichadyayasau Sri Krishna Mapa Niyatam Dashamasya Pathat. Gata Shashti Varsha hai. Gokarna's father had crossed 60 years of age. What did he do after that? Anudinam Harehe. Every day he was offering worship. What was his worship? Niyatam Dashamasya Pathat Yukto Hareranudhinam Parichadyayasau Sri Krishna Mapa Niyatam Dashamasya Pathat. People who read Sundarakandam after they turn 60, they read chapter 1 every day. People who are reading Bhagavata, after they turn 60, they read Dashamaskanda every day. That leads them straight to the feet of Bhagavan. Sri Krishna Mapa Niyatam Dashamasya Pathat. Sri Haraye Namah. Sri Haraye Namah. Sri Haraye Namah. Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda Govinda Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama. Super happy that we have finished the largest chapter